That's your sign to drink your water. Good morning, beautiful cupcakes. On today's episode, I will be spending the day alone and showing you the diaries of a person that lives alone, does everything alone, and spends about 95% of their time alone. I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always comfortable with doing this. I've always been an introvert, but I feel like it gets progressively worse as I get older. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. I don't know. I just know I have a lot more peace in my life. I actually just got done doing my routine. I woke up at like 6 o'clock this morning and I got my butt on the treadmill and I walked for an hour and then I stretched and meditated, and after that I took a shower, as you saw in the beginning of the clips. And I was gonna put makeup on today. I obviously have mascara and eyeliner here, but I really didn't want anything on my face. I don't know, I feel like as I get older I hate the feeling of cakiness and my skin is really dry too. But yeah, I did all that stuff and then I ate breakfast and did kind of like my little morning routine, and I kind of have a few ideas in mind and I'll talk more about that when we get in the car. Alrighty, you guys, as promised, I'm gonna tell you what in the world we're doing today and what adventure we're going on. So, I'm not exactly sure what the day's gonna unfold to. I'm just gonna fly by the seat of my pants. As you can see back here, I have a bunch of stuff, things that I'm gonna try and sell at Plato's Closet. So I'm hoping I make enough money today to fund my day, so to speak. I do have some cash on me, but I'm hoping that I can make enough money because I want to go to the movies. I want to take myself out on a date. That's something that I started doing probably a year and a half, couple years ago. It was really weird at first, but now it's kind of normal. I want to see that new Shelley Frankenstein movie. And then I was talking to Jason. He does the missions trip. I went to Belize last February, not this year, but February of 2022, and I met the locals there and we built a house and we did a bunch of other projects down there, and it was a really cool experience. But I was talking to him and he was telling me about this coffee shop that's in Rochester, Minnesota, and I guess there's a skate park there. So first stop is Plato's Closet, and then I do have to go to Best Buy and get some SD cards because all I have left is what's left on this SD card and I don't want to run out today. So yeah, let's go for a trip. Okay, so actually I lied. My car looks like I went mudding with it. So, well, not car, my SUV. It looks like I went through a big old mud puddle. I went mud bogging back at my dad's place. So I'm gonna go to this car wash and I've never been to it before, and there's like the introvert in me and not wanting, like, don't want to look stupid doing it. I heard it's an automatic car wash, but it's right in town here where I live. So I'm gonna try out this car wash and see how she works. Okay. I see here. We got touch-free wash instructions. The pay station. It's actually, I think it's cheaper than Quick Trip. Save a few dollars. Goodbye, money. It's okay, I'll make it back.
You have selected touchless. Super. Car wash.
Wow.
Please deposit $10.
Already did, homie.
Thank you for your purchase.
Damn
Start
it.
your car wash. Please pull into the
It's going
wash
faster
bay.
than I anticipated. Drive forward slowly. Ooh, got the undercarriage there. Not my damn wipers. Oh, get that dirt. I can't see shit. Enter slowly. Back up, back it up. You got it. Stop. Hammer time. Ooh, boobily. In case y'all are wondering, this is like the chronicles of an almost 30-year-old. This is what I do for fun. In the summertime, I actually go to car washes for fun. I'm such a loser. Damn, it's like we're in a real-life tsunami, guys. Look at this. Woo! Make it rain on them hoes. Ooh, looks like unicorn farts. Ooh. Boobily. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Can you hear me through the white noise? Friend, the footsteps that were next to me have gone their separate ways. I heard look comes disguised. Stand in the doorway holding me, lost in the moment, I can't believe you gotta go away. Okay, we're here. Hopefully they buy my stuff. Alright. Hopefully they take a bunch of that stuff. Next stop is Best Buy. Alright, we're here at the Garden Skate Park. So cute! You should get a fucking job! Dude, you know you live in Minnesota when you have your windows rolled down, it's 45 degrees outside. It feels so nice. I didn't stay at the skate park because I know they were closing pretty soon. They close at noon and I didn't know that until I looked up the place. I already drank my coffee and right now I'm at Quarry Hill in Rochester and I'm gonna go spend some time in nature. My clothes are ready, but whatever. I'm just gonna fly by the seat of my pants today and just enjoy the ambience of the dead things out here because all the snow melted and yeah. Let's do this. Oh dude, this porta potty's nasty. There's no freaking toilet paper in there. Apparently they call this one the Crusher. Okay, so this morning I was feeling a little bit anxious and irritable. I know it may not have seemed like that, but I haven't left my house in like a week. I think it's been a week. No, a few days. Anyway, I just was very anxious of like driving in traffic and being a part of people because I feel like everyone in this world is in such a rush and I haven't even been out here for 5 minutes and I already feel better because I'm out in nature and I feel like that's what's so hard about the Midwest in these winters is that we don't really get to do this a lot in the winter time. Right now I'm filming at the end of February and fortunately it's warm enough outside and all the snow is melted. It's been a very odd winter. I've talked about this before. We've only had a few snowfalls, but this is really nice. This feels really good. I don't even want to be on my phone and I haven't been. Just God, I feel like the older I get, the more of a hippie I turn into. But this morning before I left the house, I logged on my computer and took care of some student loan stuff, some things that I've been putting off for a while. And last night I was watching this vlog of her name is Your Mom Ashley. I watch her content all the time. She's super funny, but there was a vlog from like a year ago that popped up on the Up Next video and I watched it and she's like, oh, if you have that one task that you've been putting off and it's weighing on you, now is your sign to do it. So I did that this morning and I do feel a lot better. I do have to still file my taxes, but I spent last week kind of getting all my receipts prepared and stuff for my small business and stuff like that. If you guys are new here, welcome to my vlog and my weirdness and the Introvert diaries today. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh man, squirrel. Oh, I was talking about taxes and stuff. That's the next thing on my list. And when I did that student loan thing this morning that I've been putting off, I felt a huge weight lifted. So this is your sign to do that task that's making you anxious and on edge. Yeah, I'll get my taxes done this week. Oh, that's what I was saying. Last week, I was working on my taxes. And for those of you who have been watching my channel or continue to watch it, you've noticed that I quit my job. And I've been very upfront and honest about that. And right now, I'm recovering from burnout. And I've been sleeping a lot. Like last night I went to bed at 9 o'clock and I'm unemployed. People keep telling me I need to rephrase that. I'm self-employed because I do have a business. But yeah, this morning I was just really anxious. Like, you know, I got my last paycheck from the job that I was previously employed at. And I was kind of a little worried because my savings after this month, the end of this month, it's gonna kind of hurt me a little bit. So I'm working on selling some things that I have and being really creative with how I'm gonna make money. Like I stopped at that skate park to network. Maybe they or someone else that they know needs a mural painted on the wall. I've always wanted to do that. Now I have the time to do so. So yeah, I'm trying to be more social and get out and about, but this is really helping. Sorry, there was oncoming traffic and I'm sitting here holding my camera like But I think another cool thing about all of this is I'm able to do this on the weekday and say good morning to strangers. I feel like people are a lot more friendly in the morning, and this is just really nice because in this life we're told what we should do, or we need to have a job, or we need to do this. I feel like if you're at a place in your life where you can quit your job and financially back yourself, regardless of your situation, everything always works out. And it's kind of one of the things that I noticed at like my job. I was like, why am I hanging on? And I hung on for a very long time and I was unhappy for a very long time. And I think the biggest thing was fear. It was fear of lack. Financially, I was like, what if I lose this? What if I lose that? Because my mind, you know, naturally goes to worst case scenario. And I was like, what if this? What if that? But you know what? What if I kept that job and I got sick? And then I ended up dying because my job stressed me out and made me ill. I think I have chills talking about this. I think one of the biggest wake-up calls I've had during the time when I was working at my job, I just kept getting these little signs, and people in their 50s and 60s were dropping dead. There was one guy at my job that I knew. I worked with him when I did work instructions on the assembly line. Nicest guy, 60-some years old, ended up dying. And as I'm seeing these people around me die, I was like, God, life really is short. I've been having a hard time with turning 30. I mean, I know that the 30s are going to be really good years of my life, but I think I'm clinging so tightly to youth, and I'm clinging on to that. And don't come at me in the comments and be like, well, you just wait till you're this old, because there's going to come a day where I will be 50 or I will be 60. So I'm just trying to slow my life down. You know, I used to feel really bad for not having kids or having a significant other. I wouldn't trade, regardless if I get lonely sometimes, I wouldn't trade these moments for the world. I can, you know, financially support myself. I can figure out a way and I don't have to worry about other little humans. And I'm not at a place in my life where I feel healed enough to have kids. And obviously you need a man to make babies. But I don't know, I'm just kind of at a place in my life where I guess if I have kids, great. If I don't, I mean, life works itself out regardless of what stage you're at. So if you're watching this and you're fearful and you're anxious, it's gonna work out. It always does. It might get really shitty for a while and you might be stuck in the mud, but it's gonna get better, I promise. That's all for my TED Talk today. I might add more, you never know. Words of wisdom with Ty. I can see it already, it's a television show. Mr. Noah Teddy Bear. Please send help. Help is on the way, dearie. What's up, homie? He runned away. Oh, there he is. Big old cottonwood. Not nearly as big as the redwoods. It's a good luck charm, the perfect number. Alright, just in time to go see the Lisa Frankenstein movie. I don't know why I called it Shelley Frankenstein. I think it's because when I was in 9th grade, I was in a school play, and I got the lead role as Shelley Frankenstein. And not to toot my own horn, but toot toot, I kicked some ass at that role. Actually, when I auditioned, I got a role that was like 2 lines long because I sucked at it, and then I showed up to practice every time, and then long story short, this girl got in trouble at school because she was drinking, blah blah blah, and they gave me the lead role, and I whooped ass at it. So yeah, another thing that is a passion of mine is acting, and unfortunately there's not a lot of opportunities in Minnesota that are paid. So I don't know, I feel like I'm called to get moved out of this place. Like, as much as this has been my home and I tried moving away once before, I really feel like God is directing me in a different place, and it's not here. So we'll see where I end up at the end of the year. Just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, you know? Okay, so I'm here. I hope they're open. There's no other cars in the parking lot except me and one other person. She's empty. I mean, that's all Mayo parking back there, but... Oh my god, that movie was so weird and creepy. I absolutely loved it. Of course I would like a movie like that. Makes sense why I would go watch it. Those actors are great. It was one of the Sprouse brothers playing, one of the twins from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. He played like Frankenstein. Top notch. Like, that movie was so good. I miss movies like that. I liked how it was 80s themed. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. Okay, so I just got back from Plato's Closet and I made a whopping $45, but I did get rid of quite a few items. And then I stopped at Sally's. I'm gonna wait a little bit because this girl is on a budget, but I know my hair is fading. So I got these 2 new colors. These are both Manic Panic. This one is Pink Warrior. That color looks absolutely beautiful, so I'll probably be doing that on the top. And then I have this purple one, it's called Deadly Nightshade. And that one's also really pretty. It's like a, kind of like a dark violet in a way. I stopped at Sally's after there. So, all in all, I spent $10 for the movie. I spent $10 on my car wash, $10 for popcorn. For the SD cards, it was about $54, and then for the coffee, it was $6. It came out to be $90 for today, but I sold $45 worth of clothes, so technically, today costed me $45 if you're considering girl math, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not complaining. Whole day of entertainment. Okay, so I was thinking back to what I previously said in the car. I said that I spent $90 total. Well, my smartness forgot to factor in the hair dye, so all in all, I spent $110? And then minus 45, that's what? Oh my god, my brain is mush today. $75? So I spent 75 bucks today, which kind of seems like a lot, but my car is clean. I haven't bought a car wash in a few months, and it was like a nice day. Girl math, you know? And I don't really get out of the house much. It's not like I bought anything too crazy. I wasn't gonna buy popcorn, but I was like, you can't really go to a movie and not get popcorn. The smallest one they had was a regular size, which was $10. Sucks, I only ate half of it, but it was just me. And there's no way I was gonna eat all the popcorn. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here and watch a little bit of YouTube because as much as I peopled today, it kind of wore me out. I'm not gonna lie. Before I start watching YouTube here or watching television for a little bit, kind of unwinding, I wanted to talk about spending time alone because I know that's what this vlog or this video is all about, is spending time alone. And I've talked about this in my other videos, but I'm just stating this in case you're new here or this is your first time watching me. So when I bought my house about 3.5 years ago, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was stir crazy. It was the first time I actually lived alone. Even though I've been very introverted, it was the first time in my life that I absolutely lived by myself. And I didn't really know what to do with that. And I looked for love in all the wrong places. I went through some really dumb stuff between like 25, 26, 27. Got into some pretty bad relationships because there was this like codependent part of myself. So one of my main goals for my healing journey was to be comfortable alone, to be comfortable spending time by myself. And I was like, all right, well, how am I going to tackle this beast, so to speak? What am I going to do to make this better? And so what I did was I started going out to lunch by myself. I started getting coffee by myself, like actually going into the building and sitting down with my computer, my laptop, working on my small business. And at first it was really uncomfortable. The first time I went to a movie by myself was probably a year and a half ago, and I felt so dumb. And when I went in today, I didn't care. I was the only person in the theater. I went during the day. Nobody else was there. And if there were other people there, who cares? You're never gonna see them again. And I think a lot of times we're so afraid of trying things and we're so afraid of looking stupid, like the fear of looking stupid. And the truth is, no one's really paying attention to you. They're more worried about what they're doing and what's going on in their life, or they're worried about what other people think of them. And it's just kind of a mind fuck, so to speak, you know? I spend the majority of my time alone. I even started going to concerts by myself because a lot of my friends aren't into the same music, and if they are, they're married or they have kids or they can't get time off of work, so I started going by myself. What better way to meet more people like me than to go do stuff like that? I went to the skate park today. Am I a skater? No, but I like that kind of stuff. I think it's cool. I thought that skate park was super awesome today. And that's, you know, they were displaying art and creativity, and I feel like a lot of skaters are creative. I have to be creative to come up with tricks, even though it's like a sport. I feel like skaters feel kind of like outcasts or they're wallflowers, and very similar to myself, and just kind of feel like they don't really mesh, really fit in anywhere, so they kind of found that community. So like in atmospheres like that, I feel right at home because I'm like, oh, there's a bunch of weirdos like me, you know? It was really nice. I'm really happy that I got out of the house, and I'm really happy that I went and did those things. And if you're watching this today and you're afraid to go out to lunch or take yourself out on a date, go to a movie, or even go for a hike by yourself, I promise you the first times are gonna feel really weird because it's out of your comfort zone. But the more that you get used to it and the more that you do these things, it'll become normal to you. And I'm not promoting isolation and never talk to anyone or be friends with anyone, but what I'm saying is don't wait around for people to do stuff, because I did that for so long, and then I just sat here and didn't really do shit with my life. And being 29 and the last year, like, I'm like hanging on to my 20s like this, it's like very eye-opening in my life to really do the things that I want to do with my life, and to really go after the life you want and create the things that you want to do, because there are so many people in our lives that want to point a finger at us and tell us that our ideas are stupid or they're off the wall or maybe we're weird or different. And that's the beauty of it. That's what makes you who you are. And there's so many people around us that try and tell us to take the safe route and do this, the safe thing. And like, it's so funny how the people that think that they know you really don't. I feel like if people truly loved you to the core and it was unconditional, like the kind of love that my mom gave me, they want the best for you. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you take risks. Like, if I have friends that want to take a risk, I know someone that was fired. I know somebody that was laid off, and I'm like, this is great. And they looked at me like I was crazy. But here's the thing, it always ends up working out. Life always ends up working itself out. And I know that there's people talking shit behind my back because I don't have a job right now, but you know what? I know that they don't see those little things that I'm doing in the background. They don't see me making these YouTube videos. They don't see me filming, creating new ideas, constantly writing, creating, and at the same time I'm resting, because people don't have an inside look in my life, and they don't know that I'm still running on E. I'm still burnt out, and I'm still really tired, and I'm trying to act normal because of it, and I'm trying to, what's the word for it? I'm trying to be myself, but I'm not fully authentically feeling like myself because I'm still so tired and I've been sleeping a lot. But yeah, like I was saying, people might think that you're weird for doing things by yourself, or they might think that you're weird for following your heart and your dreams and doing things that are out of the norm because that's not normal to them. So they are gonna think it's weird. And it might be weird to you at first too. But I know when I'm authentically living my life, this might be a lonely journey for a little while, but I have faith that I'm gonna come across the right people, the creative people, the people who are like-minded and have similar goals. I think that life can be isolating, especially if you're in a place in your life where you're leveling up, because a lot of people don't want to see that. And that's the God's honest truth. They don't want to see you do better than them. If you're below them and you're doing great, they're more than happy for you. But the second that you start leveling up and doing better than them and you have a chance of making it further in life than them, 9 times out of 10 they're really not happy for you. And if they are, they're great people, they're great friends, but it might even be your family members. So yeah, it was kind of a long welcome to my TED Talk. But yeah, I know that life is relatively short, and I was watching this vlog of this guy. He was a kid, actually. I consider him a kid. He's 20 years old. And he got a van and he renovated, and he's making these cinematic vlogs. And this kid he's a fucking genius. I love his work. I think that what he's doing is great. He's, talking about how short life is, and I related to all of what he said so much, and I'm like, that's the first time that I was inspired by somebody who was younger than me, and that says a lot about his character. And I just think that more people need to follow their heart, and they need to take more chances in life, because if you stay stuck and you play the safe route your entire life, you're gonna get to the end of your life and be like, God, I wish I would have did those things, and then it's gonna be too late. And it's like, I'm at a place in my life where I can't afford to not take the risk. I don't have kids. I don't have a significant other. I've never been married. I have a mortgage. I have a car payment, but I have enough money saved to get me by for a few months, and I'm creative enough. I'll figure out a way to make this work. And if you're a creative person watching this and you've kind of shut yourself inside your house like I have the last year, and you've done nothing but bust your ass, people around you aren't going to get it, and it's going to be a lonely road for a while. You'll find your people, and so will I. Alrighty, I'm fixing myself for a little snacks. I like snacks. Snacks are life. But anyway, we're gonna make a healthy version of a mango banana smoothie, and I'm gonna show you guys how. Oh, in case you're wondering where this necklace came from, it was designed by yours truly. It's all stainless steel and it's available on my website. Link is in the description below. If you want these bracelets, I make those too. And I also sell these, and they're also on my website. And what would I say? Today's video is sponsored by me because I am self-employed nowadays. Anyway, first you're gonna need a blender. Then you're gonna have the extension cord here, and you're gonna plug her in. Okay, yeah, she's plugged in. All right, let's scooch this little guy closer here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and then the thingy. Where's the thingy? Here's this thinger. And if you have a Ninja, please don't cut yourself. This is like a suicide mission here. That's really sharp. And then the lid, obviously. If you don't have a Ninja or you're wanting to purchase one, this is how it works. Just locks in there. You're gonna wanna have, fuck, I forgot what these are called for a second. You're gonna want frozen mango chunks. I usually do about a cup of those, like 2 or 3 handfuls. 5-second rule. Oh no, my battery's gonna die. Camera has risen from the dead. Okay, next up you're gonna want a frozen banana. I don't know why, but a frozen banana always makes smoothies so much better. I feel like it makes more of a creamy consistency. You're just gonna want one of these. There's like, yeah, it's about. And then usually, ew, slimy. Don't cut yourself. I'm scared about my mommy. Okay, I usually just break it up. I forgot, ADHD brain, I forgot to do that. I got to chunk her up a little bit. I always buy an overabundance of bananas, so I was like, when they start to get icky, I have like a consistency issue. I just think soft bananas are That sounds bad, but soft bananas are nasty and I don't like them. So what I'll do is I'll freeze them and then I save them for smoothies. Next up, you're gonna want some plain Greek yogurt. And I always go for the plain because all of those flavored ones have all that added sugar, and I'm like, as you've noticed maybe in my vlogs, I'm pretty darn healthy. So I usually do 2 or 3 scoops. And then I have some unsweetened almond milk. I'm trying to use all of this up before the expiration date because I don't like to waste stuff. And then I also have this probiotic, which is really good for your gut. If you're anyone like me and you have gut issues, probiotics are really good. This is the strawberry flavor. I've never tried it in my mango banana smoothie, but I bet your boots it's gonna be delicious if it's a fruit. Prepare to die. If you guys weren't certain, if you didn't know what that meant, it means very good in Spanish. Muy bien! I had to make sure I got all the chunks out of there. Ooh, perfect attire here. Oh, I wanted to show you guys the consistency. It's like legit, it's like ice cream. I've actually been kind of bad about ice cream. I bought a quart of it like a week or so ago, and within a week I ate all of it and was having like, I don't know, I feel like when I eat sugar, I kind of crave it a lot more. So this is my way to beat my sugar craving, but also be healthy still. I did want to go to the gym today, but I think it's just kind of be a chill night. I walked and then I went to the nature center today, but I do for sure want to go to the gym tomorrow and work on muscles. I have to do ab day. For those of you wondering the final result, look at that. A little taste test. I'm gonna eat the, excuse me. I'm gonna eat the whole thing and I ain't even gonna feel bad about it. This one, usually a 10 out of 10. I feel like it's a little bit more chunky than it normally is, but I give this one like a solid 8 out of 10. You should try it. Let me know in the comments if you did. And if you liked it. Is it good? I want to know. Aye. All by myself. Wouldn't want to be. I don't know the rest of the words. By myself.